Hey, welcome back to the Big Ranch Show. As always, thank you for joining me. If you could, hit the subscribe button down below and let's get right to it. On Monday, the Trump administration announced that they would be ending the program known as Temporary Protected Status. It's a program that was put in place back in 2001 after a earthquake hit El Salvador. Some 2,000 or 200,000 El Salvadorian people will be losing their protected status, and basically they have to leave by 2019 or they will be deported because they will be considered illegal at that time. Even if they were to stay here legally, they would lose all their work, all their ability to work and everything. They would lose their credentials to work in the United States and everything. Now, I'm not going to sit here and hate on Donald Trump on this one much because, at the end of the day, it is supposed to be a temporary thing until El Salvador was able to pick themselves up from that 2001 earthquake. It just so happens that the Bush administration kept it going, the Obama administration kept it going, and so did the Trump administration until now. And so it's a temporary program that was expected to expire, and so that is exactly what it's doing. It's just that the president could, if he saw fit, he could increase the time that it lasts, let it go on for another year or two, or whatever. But that's not what they want to do. They want to end this thing here. The problem is, it's some 200,000 individuals. Now, I don't know if El Salvador has actually gotten themselves to where these people would be safe or not, but these people came here out of a humanitarian crisis. And it would seem that humanitarian crisis is not as big of a problem as it was at the time. The problem is, though, they've allowed these people to stay for so long. They've had families, children, and things like that. And now you're telling these people that they have to leave. And it's going to tear families apart. It's going to put companies in a bind who have hired these workers who've been doing good jobs. They're not allowed to stay if they commit crimes and stuff. So at the end of the day, it's a terrible thing for the families and for these individuals, but at the same time, it was considered a temporary program, which they all knew was going to end. I don't know if they were ever given the ability to get legal or not. Hopefully, between now and 2019, they can either find a way to become legal or find some way to stay in the U.S. if they need to. And many of y'all know I don't have any love for Donald Trump. I have no love for Donald Trump at all, or 99% of what he has done as president. But here, I can't really get mad at him. I can't really yell at him, and be like, oh, he's such an evil person. It was a temporary program. They knew it was temporary. And maybe Congress can do something to help them out. I don't know. Maybe it can be they can work something in the Dreamer, bill that they're working on. And maybe we should maybe we need to give Donald Trump his stupid little wall if it's going to allow people to be able to keep their families together. But I think the wall's a stupid idea. But anyhow, that's what's going on here. 200,000 people from El Salvador came here in 2001. Many of them, have stayed, and the presidents have kept it going. And much like the DACA thing, Congress was supposed to act and they refused. Congress could have done something in the last 17 years, both Republicans or Democrats, to fix this problem and at least give these people a path if they want to stay, if they actually want to stay in America. The problem is Congress doesn't want to do its job. They don't want to do anything like that. They don't want to work on immigration reform. You got Democrats and Republicans pushing it, but the Democrats controlled most of Congress, and they controlled Congress back in 2006. They sure didn't do a hell of a good job to fix the programs, to help people that they knew back in 2006 that there were people here that had been brought here as children, and it took President Obama signing an executive order to get it done. So this is just something else that Congress could work on if they wanted. Republicans and Democrats could actually come together and work together and find a solution, find a compromise. It's what we used to do here in America. and these people would be able to find a way to stay. At least give them a path to where they can start the path to citizenship and find a way for them to be able to stay long enough to be able to become citizens. If, and only if, they have been, good citizens and they have no criminal background. I understand if they've got criminal backgrounds and stuff or whatever, they should go. I get that. But from all accounts, most of these people are hardworking people. They're working from, anywhere from, within the U.S. government all the way to Disney World, according to to a New York Times article. Now, this just comes on the heels of a bunch of other things that have ended over recently. They're the largest group that's been affected by this kind of stuff. But also, it wasn't that long ago that we ended the same kind of protections for Haitians who were hit by a terrible earthquake in 2010, and the devastation there was far worse than what I'm remembering anyway from the El Salvador quake in 2001. And people from Honduras, they'll be losing theirs in the near future. And people from Nicaragua lost their protections a year ago. So it's not like Donald Trump is picking on just one group of people here. Some of this, started during the Obama administration with the Haitians losing theirs. And I'm guessing if the Haitians have gotten their act together by now, then El Salvador should have their act together since that terrible earthquake in 2001, 17 years later. But I think since we let these people stay here for so long, we've pushed it for so long, maybe Congress can do something to help these people out. Maybe we can make it part of the DACA deal or whatever. Allow these people to stay so their families aren't torn apart. Because of course their kids are born here. A lot of their spouses may be born here and everything too. Some of them, and some of them may just have been married when they got here, but have kids who are Americans who have only known here as home. So, like I said, I can't hate on the Trump administration for their letting this go, letting this expire, as it was a temporary thing. If I have any more information on it, any more comes available, I will let you know, and I'll bring it to you in another video later in the week. All right, y'all have a great day. I'll see you down the road.